have amongst us a very distinguished lady who exudes elegance and sharpness to the very core. A lady who does not need any introduction to our corporate viewers and followers at least. But let me still do the honors. I bring you Miss Monica Tata, Managing Director at HBO India Private Limited. I extend you a warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Let me first begin by congratulating you on your corporate success. For being the MD at such a prestigious organization is not a cinch to begin with.
Thank you so
congrats,
much.
ma'am. My first question to you. How has this television industry been affected by the digitization, and which sector is doing better these days?
Well, I think digitization was something which is definitely was going to happen. It happened a little later than expected, but since it has sort of got implemented, it's been a very positive trend for the industry. There has been a little slowdown in the phase 3 and 4, but phase 1 and 2 have been fantastically implemented. Still certain on-ground challenges are there, however, but overall the digitization per se has been a very positive move for the television industry, and I think we're looking at a lot of interesting opportunities which will come out of as a result of the same.
Amazing. So what are some of the key initiatives that HBO has already introduced in the last few months or year, which has somehow increased its offerings in India?
Well, about a year ago we launched, so HBO has been around for over 13 years in India, and it's been available in almost every home, and it's an ad-supported service. But actually HBO globally, the DNA of HBO is it's a premium channel with no ads. But in India we couldn't launch it at that stage because the law of the land was such. But when digitization took place, it gave us an opportunity to bring to the viewers the original form of what HBO globally people experience. So we launched 2 premium services, HBO Defined and HBO Hits, early last year. And we've had a phenomenal success, and we've had it's a content play primarily, and more than anything else, besides being it 100% ad-free proposition, and the whole viewing experience is fantastic for consumers. It also has become the house of all HBO originals, which was something our viewers were unable to watch earlier. So whether it's Game of Thrones, whether it is
huge success.
Yeah, it's a huge success, and we've had a fantastic run in the season 4 is something we launched officially out here, and now season 5 is launching in April. So please watch it.
Of course, we're diehardly waiting for that.
Legally. Do not, you know what I mean.
Of course.
I don't like pirates.
Okay.
So, and so we're launching it in April on HBO Defined, on 13th April actually to be specific. And yeah, and there's other shows, whether it's True Detective, whether it is Veep, or whether it's Silicon Valley, and there's so many new shows which are coming, and they're all
a lot in the pipeline.
Okay.
What are some of the initiatives that HBO is undertaking in the coming months itself, so as to connect better with its target group in the just recent months that it's about to come?
It's an ongoing process. So we're launching new shows, and we continue to do new marketing initiatives to connect with the consumers. So
that's nice. Our viewers would also like to know what percentage of market share do you have in the Indian market as of now?
Well, we are the only players in the movie premium service, to be honest, and we have I think there are very limited players who are bringing premium channels which are 100% free, ad-free. So we're the only players in that sense. So that itself is a big. So it has its pros and cons. So you're a trendsetter. It has its challenges, but then you set the path for, I guess, others to follow.
True. Do you think that censoring most of the adult-rated scenes in the TV shows or movies that HBO airs in India has somehow stolen the essence of the show or storyline in general?
I don't believe that. I think there is we are a conscientious company, and we need to follow the laws of the land, and we are very particular about the regulation. So we do self-regulation as well. So we make sure that there is nothing which will affect the sentiments of the viewers. So as a result, the way we do the editing is so smart and so beautifully done that you don't lose the essence of the movie.
So it doesn't affect the storyline at all. Amazing work on HBO's part. Lastly, ma'am, we would like to know your views about this Universal Business Schools model and the kind of students that you have just interacted here.
Well, I must admit that I was very pleasantly surprised. I was a little not sure, when I was driving to this place, well, it seemed a little back and beyond, but once you enter this little haven which has been created, it's wonderful to see students who are so enthusiastic and very open to listening and understand learning. And so I'm honored and privileged to have been part of this this setup, and I think the whole business model is quite interesting, and I wish all the students the very luck in their future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. On that note, we can now conclude the show. You may take a sigh of relief, ma'am,
Okay,
because my ammunition of questions is somewhat ends here.
Super.
On behalf of entire Universal Business School faculty and students alike, I would like to thank you because you took time out of your busy schedule and you graced us with your presence here. We are truly honored, ma'am, and we certainly loved every moment spending time with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.